Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Love Doesn't Hurt podcast. I'm your host, Ashley Leonard. So, today I'll be continuing the series of episodes on the different types of abuse seen in domestic violence with sexual abuse and coercion. I just want to give a trigger warning for today's episode. I know I discuss triggering subjects in each episode, but with sexual abuse and coercion, I really want to be sensitive. If you need to skip this episode, please feel free to do so. But with that being said, let's dive in. Sexual abuse is defined as abusive sexual behavior, often perpetrated using force or by taking advantage of another. As with all abuse, this implies that it is repeated behavior. Anything immediate, infrequent, or of short duration is described as sexual assault. In a relationship, sexual abuse can look like a partner forcing the other to dress in a sexual way they're uncomfortable with, intentionally giving a partner a sexually transmitted infection, or forcing or manipulating a partner into performing sexual acts. Of course, these are only a few examples. Sexual abuse encompasses more than just this. Sexual coercion is defined as unwanted sexual activity that happens when you are pressured, tricked, threatened, or forced in a non-physical way. Abusers manipulate their victims into thinking they want to perform a sexual act through coercion. This can look like a partner giving the other drugs or alcohol to loosen their inhibitions, a partner reacting with sadness, anger, or resentment when the other does not consent, or a partner implying the other owes them a sexual favor for a previous action, gift, or consent. Reproductive coercion is also included with sexual abuse and coercion. This is defined as a collection of behaviors that interfere with decision-making related to reproductive health. Reproductive coercion is used to gain control related to reproductive health and infringes on a person's reproductive rights. Reproductive coercion does not always come from an intimate partner. It can also come from other relatives, such as parents. In the context of domestic violence, though, this can look like a partner refusing to use any kind of birth control, removing or sabotaging birth control methods, or monitoring a partner's menstrual cycle to inform their abusive behaviors. Sexual abuse and coercion in intimate relationships was widely disregarded and seen as something that really didn't happen until about the 1970s. If people were in a relationship and sexual abuse occurred, it was seen as the couple's issue to be worked out and that it wasn't really abuse, so no one was allowed to step in and help. But this view began to change in 1978 with the United States Supreme Court case Oregon versus Rideout. John Rideout was accused of raping his wife Greta while they still lived together and was charged for the crime. By 1993, marital rape was a crime in every state. As women continue to gain more rights and bodily autonomy, we are taken more seriously when accusing a partner of abuse, but society still has a long way to go. Unfortunately, women are still doubted and not believed when they report sexual violence. Thankfully, though, movements like Me Too are allowing women to become more equal in every aspect of life. Well, that is all I have for you today. I hope you've learned a little bit more about what sexual abuse and coercion are and what they look like. I wanted to keep this episode more informative as I don't have any personal experience facing sexual abuse and coercion and can't speak for those who have. It is my goal with the Love Doesn't Hurt podcast to create another resource people can use to understand their experiences, get help, and know they're not alone. If you need immediate help, please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 or text START in all capital letters to 88788. You can also visit their website, thehotline.org, for more information. Thank you for listening to the Love Doesn't Hurt podcast. I hope you all have a great day, and remember, Spread love everywhere you go.